In this lesson, let's talk about the search engine algorithms that you're most likely to encounter and have to deal with when updated. So there's always adjustments going on behind the scenes with improvements and little feature updates around the way that search engine results are displayed, including major algorithm updates. So here you can see just between, 2000 and 2013, there's all kinds of innovation that takes place. Let's discuss the main algorithm updates, though, that you should be familiar with. So in 2010, there was a major improvement to the Google search algorithm. This was the major rewrite of the algorithm called caffeine. So caffeine, in large part, was based on the freshness of articles. So you can imagine news sites that had breaking news and they had new pages on their sites. How does the newness or the freshness of those articles contend against articles that had been around a long time that might have a lot more links to them, right? You can imagine that the importance of that and the value of that page might not surface if you're working off of only inbound links. So a big problem, and caffeine was developed to solve that. However, because of this radical reshuffling of the results, caffeine required a series of patches. So let's look at some of those patches and those updates as they came out. In 2011, there was an update that was called Panda. Now, these algorithms or these patches to the algorithm continue today. So you'll see that Panda updates continually occur. And Panda is really about identifying quality of pages. So the importance of inbound links, for example, and trying to degrade content that's considered thin content. How do we identify thin content? How do we make sure that doesn't make it into the index or that it doesn't show up in search result pages? That's very Panda. So 2011, Panda came out. In 2012, an update was called Penguin, and Penguin is always being updated still. This is about identifying spam. How can we identify and reduce spam in search result pages? It also did something interesting where it could identify spam on individual pages rather than penalize or ignore entire sites that had a component of them that were spammy. So a little bit more targeted in terms of spam identification and reducing the incidence of spam in the results. And then in 2013 represented the next major rewrite of the Google algorithm, and this was called Hummingbird. We really live now in the world of Hummingbird. And the most important aspect of Hummingbird to understand is that Hummingbird is based on understanding entities of queries and the relationship between words. So it isn't just about typing in words to a search engine and having the search engine try to find pages that have those words on them. Hummingbird really changed the way that search engines understand the relationship between those words by, for example, reading pages and seeing how often word pairs show up or how often words show up in the same kind of article. When it's displaying results, it's displaying the results and trying to understand those results more like the way a human might, where we could say, for example, if you talk about an NFL quarterback is on a team, and that NFL quarterback went to a school and it had a position on the team at that school and they have a coach. All of those different entities or concepts, Hummingbird tries to understand and turn them into semantic topic areas and understand things contextually that way. So a very interesting update that happened in 2013. Another pretty significant update as well was in 2016, and that one was called Possum. Now, Possum specifically relates to local results, that is, results that display map packs. And what it does is it helps understand and bring into the ranking factors, the location of the searcher. So where are you when you're conducting the search? This radically changed the way that the search results for local results are displayed. So, for example, if I am looking for a sandwich, right, and I say sandwich shop, and I'm on my mobile phone and I'm on one side of town versus the other, the results that are near me are going to be different. And so, in that sense, the competition increased amongst different businesses. Maybe I'm the best sandwich shop in Chicago, but I'm far from you when you run the query. So, even though in the previous world, prior to Possum, I might be considered the best and therefore show up number one, because I'm not close to you post Possum, maybe I'm not as high in the ranks in terms of those local pack results. So, quite a significant change. Possum really changed the game when it came to local results. So those are some of the updates that are salient. I hope you found that helpful.